since you're talking about the economy, we need to put Ghana into perspective. Where we find ourselves today as a country, it appears that we're finding ourselves in a very hard time. Government says it needs funding from so many sources to deal with a lot of issues. The E-levy is on the table. It's become a deadlock. The religious leaders have called on opposition political parties to see eye to eye with the government and break this deadlock so we can get some funding for government business. What's your take on the E-levy?
I think that just as I spoke about Russia and Ukraine, we need a lot of diplomacy in our approach. We've all taken an entrenched position, and the truth is that it's unfortunate, but I have to say it as it is. Ghana and Ghanaian leaders are thinking of their political leadership much more than the nation. Because I think that by now, there should have been a point of convergence. I believe behind the scene talks with the deputy and the minority leader,
right.
majority leader, and reps from all the two houses can sit down and see a point of convergence. Otherwise, what we are doing now is that if you look at all the debate, it's either the debate is for NDC or the debate is for MPP. Unfortunately for us, our parliament at this time in our life, the history of Ghana, is being put to test. This is the time our democracy is being tested, where we virtually have a hung parliament. And so I think our leaders must go back to a drawing board again. We should make sure we think of Ghana first before we think of our political party. Because if you look at all the statements that are coming from all the two leading parties, NDC and MPP, it is the entrenched part of it that they are not coming holistically to think about Ghana.
And just yesterday, the president was speaking about this. He paints the picture that revenue is necessary to move government forward. But any attempt now by the majority side to push it through will result into what we've seen later last year, where there was a brawl in Parliament, the Chamber of Parliament. How did you feel watching these moments and the fear now that may recur?
To say the least, that was one of the saddest moments I ever had. I studied in Budapest University of Economic Sciences. I came to London School of Economics to study. Now, we take pride that Ghana is safe haven and that Ghanaians will only make noise, but we still have transition when we finish our terms. And for once, we're fighting. We fought to begin this era, this very era in Parliament, and we fought to finish it. And the signal we are sending now is that we are undermining the hard-won reputation of those who have been there before. I believe we should go back to a drawing board again and realize that we took our parliamentarians there to represent us as a nation, not to represent their political parties. Because most of the fights we had was people were defending NDC and people were defending MPP, but they were certainly not defending Ghana. And so, please, let's get back again, realize that we have only one Ghana. And I feel very sad, I feel very choked as I say what I'm saying now, that if we don't handle it well, we'll destroy the reputation of handling. I mean, if I hear people speak about Parliament, the manner in which they've spoken about Parliament the past few months, I feel very sad.